This is my garden. It's small, it's kind of messy. It's part of a terrace house, so it's an urban garden. But hopefully, all this is about to change. I have a dream, like many people I think, in this country, of quitting my job, buying land, becoming a smallholder, running a market garden, being self-sustainable, and getting away from it all really, the rat race, the 9 to 5. But for now, all I have is this small garden, and hopefully very soon a shed. And that, I hope, will be the start of changing everything. I'm a history teacher by profession, but the appeal of quitting all of that, quitting the 9 to 5, quitting the getting myself up on a Monday every week to go to work, is why I'm starting this vlog. I don't want to do the 9 to 5 for the rest of my life, come into a later stage of my life, and I'm sure there's many people who feel the same, that they've had enough of doing the usual Monday to Friday 9 to 5 and would rather work for themselves really, which is why I want to do this. There's some small problems with that though. As a history teacher, I have no idea or experience about gardening, apart from very small experiences in this garden. And I guess that's why this channel is also coming into my life, is I want to document myself learning as I go. I want to see how I progress, see how I get better, and I'm hoping that you, the viewer, may be interested in that and actually laugh at me an awful lot, help me with my mistakes, point out my mistakes, give me some advice maybe. That's why I'm looking for this. As a history teacher, I have no idea about gardening, but I can tell you about medieval crop rotations. I can tell you about the Dig for Victory campaign during the Second World War. And hopefully the other thing I want to do is use some of my history knowledge to practice that in my garden and see what I can find out about gardening in a small urban environment in the past can help me with doing it today. Eventually though, I want to take this vlog from my small back garden in my terraced house to owning my own smallholding, and it's going to start with a shed, which will be coming in a few days, which is why I need to document this garden, show you what I've got already before the changes take place. This is the alley, very typical of terrace houses, especially the Victorian terrace houses, which is what this is. I'm sure many people who live in these would recognise this. Always a bit of a problem with what to do with it, gardening wise. Some people put a roof over this and use it as a kind of lean-to. I don't want to do that. I want to make this an outside space. We've put some plants down here and some fake grass, but it's not really ideal. So any ideas for this I'd be most grateful for. Jumping next to the decking area. It's kind of raised up from the house. My garden is a slope going up away from the house, and even though it's almost north facing, we get sun most of the day. As you can see, there's quite a bit of sun here now, but it goes to the rest of the garden, and it's 12 o'clock in the middle of February, so we've still got plenty of sun. And this is a nice place to sit, but again, not very productive. I'd like to make it a much more productive place. We usually just have some flowers around here. So any ideas of how I can make this a more productive spot, uh, again, would be greatly appreciated. But I'll find some ideas myself and see what I can do to experiment with this. Here's the lawn, the next bit of my small garden. It's not a very big lawn. We redid it last year. Basically because it was a right old mess, and I'll show you some pictures of that, of us changing it up, lifting it slightly, putting some sleepers in to protect the beds from it and separate the beds. It's looking a bit of a mess now because it's February, but what do I do with it? Do I keep it as a lawn? Do I turn it into a productive growing space? These are the questions that need to be asked of dear viewer, and hopefully you can help me to answer those questions. And what can I do with this? All we have now is flowers here, some tiger grass, which I've cut back because it's coming towards the end of winter. But we'll go into the details at another time, just showing you the parts of the garden right now. I do need to have a little bit of a clear out. This is my compost bin. It's a lot bigger than it looks here. And it's going to go here, up against this wall here. We used to have growing raised planters in here, here and here, in which we tried to grow some veg. Some successes, some not. We're going to use planters again, hopefully, but we'll see. It's a bit of an odd space, but it needs to be used, and I think having a shed is going to be the catalyst of turning my small urban dreams into big rural smallholding dreams. I say smallholding, a couple of acres. That's all I would like. A couple of acres to get away from everybody,